What is up, guys? I am Chris, and today we're gonna talk about Stellar Lumen potentially following the same path as Ripple. As you have seen, Ripple has had an absolutely amazing growth. It's currently sitting at an all-time high, and I believe Stellar is going to follow something like that. So before we go ahead with that, let's go ahead and give away some money. And if you want to participate in these giveaways, all you need to do is subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment with a relevant question together with your Litecoin address. So we got Joe E. Lee, and it's how long have you been investing into cryptocurrencies? I bought my first Bitcoin when it was on my birthday, so the 24th of July this year. Okay, so this is the Stellar Lumen chart. So if you take a look at these two charts, you will see that Ripple has been going up substantially, but Stellar Lumen has gone up too. And actually, Stellar Lumen and Ripple, they are not that different. Stellar was founded by a guy who previously founded Ripple. So they have the same founder, and it's actually the same code, basically, some differences. But Stellar was a fork out of Ripple. So the guy founding Stellar actually stopped working at Ripple. I don't know why. And on another note, it is actually the founder of the famous Mt. Gox exchange too. But he was not there when it all went to shits with the Mt. Gox. He actually sold it before. But he's a really smart guy, so he founded Ripple, he quit that job, and he founded Stellar. And as you can see, they have big supplies, both of them. And Stellar was given out to owners of Ripple and Bitcoin. So you would just get a couple of Stellar Lumen. It was basically an airdrop. Now, since they are very similar, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and show you the differences between them. So this is Ripple, and you can see my fantastic paint document I've done here. The way we use Ripple is that we got the user, and he wants to send another user a bunch of money. Now, whether it be domestic or international payment, the user's banks need to be connected to the Ripple network. Now, the users are not touching the Ripple themselves. They are sending, at least this is the thought, is that they're sending a couple of pounds here, for example, with a British bank, and the other guy on the other end is receiving dollars. Now, he's living in America. So the users are never touching the XRP, only the banks. And this is the whole point of the Ripple network, is that the users don't have to use the XRP. They're sending pounds, receiving dollars. That way they integrate into the existing system, and that is why the price of Ripple is going to the moon now, and why Ripple might be the cryptocurrency to actually take over from Bitcoin. Now, the problem with this though is that if you don't have a bank account, now you're not connected to a bank, so you're living in the unbanked world. I don't know where you're living, but say you're living somewhere in Africa, you don't have a bank account, but what you do have is a mobile phone. So whereas it would be possible for applications to actually begin cooperating with Ripple and building upon the Ripple network, that's not really, I mean, Ripple, they're working with big corporations for bank transfers to their partners and being an intermediary between the banks and the users using the bank. I mean, not everyone can begin developing on the Ripple network. So on comes Stellar, and Stellar is a bit different. So here we got one user sending money to the other user, and he's sending Lumen. Remember, Stellar is the protocol, like Ripple is the protocol, XRP is the token, Lumen is the token. So the way this works is that companies can build their applications upon the Stellar network. So they can create their application, their mobile phone application, for example, and the user can store their Lumen there. Now, if you're standing in the queue at Burger King waiting to buy your Whopper meal, and you realize that you forgot your wallet at home. So what do? Well, you ask your friend to pay the meal, and you can send whatever the amount of the Whopper was. You can send that in Lumen to your friend's wallet, and you can do that without having a bank account, right? So you're just using the Stellar Lumen tokens. Now this is really efficient also for remittances. So what they actually have too is an exchange. This user could be sending dollars to this second user. So he could send this Lumen, and then you would have a exchange here, exchanging the Lumen to dollars. So this person receives dollar, and there was actually some people trying this out before, and so you had this. So basically, you go to the Stellar decentralized exchange to trade your XLM for Euro T. I guess that is a proxy for the Euro token, and then you would have an application. So in this case, you got the Tempo EO. They have built something upon the Stellar network. So what actually happens is you sign up to the partner, and you get a recipient address. You send the Euro token, and then you are given the Stellar address. So you pay with your own Stellar tokens, whatever the amount was, and then you get confirmed, and they release the fiat money to the person on the other side here. So right now all the Ripple fans are going to say, but you can do that with Ripple too. Yeah, but if you're going to build something upon the Ripple network, this is not decentralized, whereas the Stellar Lumen network is. So whatever you want to do, so whoever can start to build something upon the Stellar Lumen network. So there's a bit of the bridge is not as long, in a sense, for this to get mass adopted in the unbanked world. So Stellar is more for the average person like you and me sending to each other, whereas with the Ripple network, we are reliant on our existing bank systems and all our partners and the way we use companies to transfer money. We are reliant to them joining the Ripple network, basically. So these guys are, in a sense, competing with each other, but really they have different use cases. This is more for the average person and more for the unbanked, whereas here we just plug blockchain into the existing structure, basically. And this is mostly for banks and big corporations to save a lot of money, and hopefully that will find its way to the end user too. But the big gainers here are the banks actually saving a lot of money. So how does that, I mean, where are we now when we compare these two? So we got an all-time high here. We got a market cap of $72 billion in Ripple. Amazing. And we got only 4 here. So it only needs, in order for this to hit $1, we only need to have a 4-time increase here. So, or sorry, basically 3-time increase. So if just a couple of these billions here in Ripple is going to spill out over the Stellar network, we could see $1. And I mean, 2018 will be the big year for, I mean, these companies, these blockchains, these tokens, they are going to need to start delivering something. And Stellar is just like Ripple, something that can get mass adoption very, very fast. And it actually has a real use case, unlike most of the other tokens out there. So if we only see another 5 billion here in market cap, and that is really, I mean, you could take that from Ripple, you could take that from Bitcoin, and you would basically see the price doubling. So can we have a 40 billion market cap in Stellar 2018? Absolutely, we can have a 4 billion market cap. That would put us at $2. And I really do believe that is possible. I think in 2018, we may see a $2 Stellar, and that would be a great success, really. And of course, this is just my opinion, not financial advice. Don't just blindly follow everything I say. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you believe that Stellar will have the same kind of growth Ripple has been having. And yeah, just leave your opinion down in the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next one.